What's going on, everybody? UnrealEntGaming here, back with another episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. I have a lot of questions to get through, everybody, so once again, I would like to apologize in advance if I did not answer your question. I have a lot to do today, including fan mail, so I'm just going to get right into it, guys. So let's begin with our first question of the day, which is from 101R Smith. Hey Alex, I had a lot of fun a couple weeks ago, enjoyed talking to you. Anyways, I got some questions I didn't get to ask you in person. Alright, here we go. Question 1. Would you like to see Daniel Bryan versus John Cena at SummerSlam? Question 2. Do you have any confirmation that there will be a Battle of Gods 2? Question 3. Who would you rather see win Money in the Bank, Wade Barrett or Fandango? Question 4. Could you create an intro for me? Most of my viewers always demand an intro. Question 5. Would you like to come to my family's cookout on August 3rd? Question 6. Have you heard of the rumors that Ultimate Warrior will be in WWE 2K14? Really? Question 7. What do you think was better? Well, what do you think was the better movie last weekend? Despicable Me 2 or The Lone Ranger? Question 8. You think we can link up again and do a collab video, or would you rather me do a video and send it to you so we can do editing? Here, I'll hope to see you again. Okay. To answer your first question, Reggie, Daniel Bryan and John Cena. I mean, I would like to see that, but then again, John Cena would make Daniel Bryan look so weak, because Daniel Bryan is a better wrestler than John Cena by far, and as an athlete, he can out-wrestle and legitimately probably beat the shit out of John Cena easily. I mean, John Cena's a bigger guy and whatever, and he's a hell of a lot stronger. But would that, be any different in the match itself? I mean, John Cena would use his strength in the match, but I think it'd be a bad idea, because for me, for some weird reason, I think John Cena has something against Daniel Bryan. Maybe it's because Daniel Bryan's a better wrestler. That's why John Cena probably has something against him. But would I like to see it? Sure, why not? I would love to see Daniel Bryan choke out John Cena. But personally, for me, another match that I would love to see would be Daniel Bryan versus perhaps maybe Brock Lesnar, or maybe Daniel Bryan versus perhaps CM Punk. That'd be a good one. Maybe Daniel Bryan versus Rey Mysterio if Rey Mysterio came back, like shit like that. I mean, I think that'd be pretty cool. To answer your second question, there is a confirmation, because at the end of the Battle of Gods film, like I said a million times, Whis told Goku that he'll be back in 3 years. I mean, that right there just indicates a second movie. Why would he say he's going to come back in 3 years and for there not to be another movie? That completely makes no sense. So there is going to be a second movie, but the question is, when are they going to release it, That's not up to me. That's not up to you. It's not up to anybody. It's up to Akira Toriyama. So to answer your third question, Fandango or Wade Barrett? Fuck Fandango. I want to see Wade Barrett win. Wade Barrett deserves a push, man. Like, that guy is so good, and they just don't give him a fucking push. I mean, they gave Fandango a push, but why does he really need it? He doesn't really fucking need it. He just came into the damn company, like, why give him a push? To answer your fourth question, I mean, why not? I might as well just do one to you, and I'll send it over to you. To answer your fifth question, as for August, the first 3 weeks I will be busy. As you know, the Ring of Honor show is coming up, along with other things that I have to attend to. So August 3rd, I will definitely keep you posted on that, but I don't see why not. I'd like that. To answer your sixth question, Ultimate Warrior. Are you serious? Because I heard Ultimate Warrior had some issues with, like, Triple H and whatever, so I mean, if you have beef with the boss, why would you want to, bring him into the... I don't know. I mean, that would be really cool if they did have Ultimate Warrior in it, but 2K14, I mean, they definitely have Macho Man, so I don't see why not have Ultimate Warrior, To answer your seventh question, Despicable Me 2 or The Lone Ranger. I heard The Lone Ranger got fucking so many terrible reviews. I heard it was a great movie, but the reviews just... people hated the damn film. So, I would have to say Despicable Me 2. And to answer your eighth question, just send it on over and I'll do the editing. Or maybe we could do a collab. It doesn't really matter. You just have to give me the ideas. Just inbox me. We'll talk about it. But thank you for your questions, Mr. Reggie. On to the next question, which is from True HD Entertainment. Hey, Alex. Last time my mail did not get in the video, so I'm hoping that this one gets in so you can answer these questions, my good sir. Salutes. Salute to you too. Alright, on to this. Let's do this. Alright, question 1. Someone told me that Bojack was stronger than Cell. I disagreed. If he was stronger than Cell, how come Gohan destroyed him without even trying? Like he was Beth Cell Jr. Oh, okay. Question 2. Did you check out Ellsworth? Did it appeal to you in any way? I can understand if you did not want to play. Question 3. Do you think this world, all as one, will truly understand one another. Question 4, how's Walking Dead? I never watched the show and I want to know if it was good or not. Question 5, what kind of perfect girl would you want to fall in love with? Little tongue face there. I see where you're getting at, you little sneaky. Question 6, in a few years, do you see society split apart greatly? Question 7, who is stronger, Broly or Bojack? Well, that's pretty much relating to your first question, but P.S. Fuck you, Squids! Fuck you, Yamcha! Fire the king of God! Okay, to answer your first question, Bojack and Cell. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure you may know the origins of Bojack. If you don't, he was pretty much sealed within King Kai's planet. So he was sealed and locked in there by all the other Kais because he was out of control. He was a very powerful foe. That's why they had to lock him away. Once Goku teleported Cell onto that planet and the planet blew up via Cell's explosion, that pretty much freed Bojack. By you saying that Gohan beat him up like it was nothing, you could say the same thing about Cell, because when did Cell ever give Super Saiyan 2 Gohan a run for his money? Bojack beat the shit out of Super Saiyan 1 Gohan. Cell beat the shit out of Super Saiyan 1 Gohan, right? Both of them beat the shit out of Gohan Super Saiyan 1. Easy, right? So that means Bojack and Cell beat him up, no problem. But once Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2, Cell couldn't even touch him. Bojack couldn't even touch him. If you're going to compare pretty much relentlessness, it would probably be Bojack. Because even after Gohan punched a hole in him, he was just like, alright, fuck it. I'm just going to go all out and blow you up if I can. If I can't, then, whatever. Same thing like Cell. Cell unleashed the Kamehameha. It was like his last resort. He did it. It didn't really work out. So, that's pretty much what happened. But between Cell and Bojack, I believe that Bojack is a lot stronger. But I do believe that Cell would somehow dish out the win. And the reason why I say that, number one, is the fact that he's able to regenerate very easily, may I add. And number two, he pretty much knows everybody's moves. So he can do, a solar flare. He could do a freaking Destructo Disc, probably a Spirit Bomb if he was able to. Even though a lot of people say, oh, you have to be a good guy to use the Spirit Bomb. In the world of Dragon Ball Z, anything is possible. So Kamehamehas, Final Flashes, Big Bangs, I'm pretty sure Cell can dish all that out if he wanted to. So against Bojack, I believe Cell would win. But is Bojack stronger than Cell? I believe so. there's absolutely no refuting that. The way he fought all the other Saiyans, he crushed them before even entering the fight, To answer your second question, I did not play it because I didn't have enough time, but if I do have time today, I'm definitely going to go check it out without a doubt. So, to answer your third question, will this world as a whole truly understand each other? Absolutely not. The world that we're living in is just, it's diverse, yes, but it's just filled with misunderstanding, mislogic, misdirection. It's like Watt said, it's like people are sheep sometimes. Sometimes, may I add. They can't be led, so they have to, they can't lead, they have to be led. So, in essence, I don't believe that people would ever truly understand one another, because of, pure arrogance in and of itself. Would there be some kind of a possibility that would happen? I don't think so, because the way the world is set up, it's just pure hate. Everybody hates one another. Think about it. A lot of people often want to say, oh, I'm not racist, I'm not sexist. Every single person who walks the face of this planet, in some way, shape, or form, is a racist, is sexist, is biased, is a bigot, is a hypocrite, and is a liar. You can't say that. You can't say that they're not. We've all lied before. We've all created hypocrisy before. We all, are a little bit racist. I'm pretty sure every single person who's watching this fan mail was at least kind of racist one time. Probably not directly, but indirectly, saying black jokes or maybe Hispanic jokes, white jokes, Asian jokes. You know what I mean? That, to a certain extent, is being racist. Sexist as well. A lot of guys who are watching this were probably at one point, stereotyping women. Just like women, sometimes, most likely all the women that are watching this, sometimes in some way, shape, or form, had a stereotype toward men. That's being sexist. So, will humanity understand one another? Absolutely not, man. Not until the world blows up. Then maybe. But, oh, man. To answer your fourth question, The Walking Dead, listen to me very carefully. I didn't know shit about The Walking Dead. I didn't like The Walking Dead. I didn't know anything about it because once I saw the first episode, it didn't appeal to me. But when I actually gave it a chance and I sat there and I watched both seasons, The Walking Dead is definitely something to watch. The Walking Dead is the best TV show that I have watched in years. How is it? It's something that you have to sit down and watch, my friend. I mean, if you can come back on one of these fan mails and tell me that you saw both seasons, we can have a conversation for days, because I know you'd love it and I already love it. So to answer your fifth question, what is my perfect girl to fall in love with? All right, perfect girl. Number one, you have to look at her emotion and her emotional side, along with her physical state and her physical side. Physical wise, obviously, I would like a girl with, a nice body, of course, nice hair, white teeth, nice firm breasts, a nice butt. You know what I mean? Like a nice big butt. So that's what I would like physically, like a girl who has an incredible body and a girl who takes care of herself. Emotionally, characteristically, I would like a girl who's very honest, who's very loyal, who's understanding, who's compassionate, who's also romantic. The biggest thing is loyal, respectable, also has a sense of humor. So let's say I'm doing something she would want to, take my interest in. Just like if she's doing something, I would like to take her interest in. We both learn from one another, communicate with one another. Women aren't complex, just like men aren't complex. Women crave and want certain things just like men. So if both can agree to disagree, that would be fantastic. Respect one another and also be a girl who's independent and strong, will-minded, open-minded, and just passionate about life, like never gives up, never has to doubt herself, never has to doubt her partner or me. So, a girl like that would actually fit my characteristics and everything in my book, and I would fall in love with her in a heartbeat. To answer your sixth question, in a few years, do I see society split apart? Dude, we are already split apart. I mean, think about it. You got the straight people versus the gay people. You got the black people versus the white people. You got the white people versus the Hispanic people. You got the Hispanic people versus the black people. You got the Koreans versus the Japanese. Dude, this world is divided in many, many sections. Is it totally 50-50? Absolutely not. But is this world already split? Yeah. In the future, will it be, will it lead into a collapse? Absolutely. You can already see it coming, but it's not up to, anybody but yourself. I mean, you are your own person, you take your own action and do it for the better. I mean, if you can't and if you don't, what's the point of living, And to answer your last question, which I already answered, the person who is more stronger between Cell and Bojack is Bojack. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Sad Fast 7 Paid That. Hey Alex, what's up? I'm getting started on my gaming videos. Anyway, on to the questions. I just barely oh shit. Oh my god, I'm gonna faint. Question 1. Who do you think would win? Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta or Super Saiyan 3 Vegito? Oh man, did you really have to ask me that? That's a trick question. I mean, this can go either way. Question 2. Which game should I get this year? Oh my god, you're really asking me that question. You are really asking me that question? Which game should you get this year? Hey, here's a better question. What game shouldn't you get this year? That's the real question, because after August, my friend, oh my god, it's just going to be orgasmic. Question number 3, can you give me any anime to watch? Okay, I have a few. Question 4, I am going to have a war with my cousins in our Minecraft, or in your Minecraft, that will be posted on YouTube, so we need other people, so you can join us. Also ask Paul and Aaron. Okay, you spelled Aaron wrong, by the way. Question 5, can you add me as a friend on Xbox Live? My gamer tag is Shatmaster. Question 6, what intro should I have for my channel? Question 7, where did you get Hapogs? Thanks for answering these questions, Alex. You are the best. God bless, Alex. Thank you very much, my friend. To answer your first question, Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta and Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. It's proven that Vegito is stronger, but I highly doubt that Akira Toriyama would allow these two to just not have pros and cons against one another. Like, for example, I doubt Akira Toriyama would allow Vegito to completely overtake Gogeta. Gogeta would have to... I mean, number one, Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta, he would be so fucking strong, I'm pretty sure that he would give Vegito a run for his money. At the end of the day, the person that I feel like would probably be the smartest would be Gogeta, because in a sense he does have Goku's side of, the traits, whereas in Vegito you can already see that he's actually, well, I don't know. I mean, Jesus, this conversation can go either way. For me, honestly, if I had to split it down like this, I would have to say Vegito would win, just because the Potara fusion, cannot wear off. Whereas in the fusion dance, that once it goes out, I mean, that's pretty much it for them. So if Gogeta's fusion ran out, then what, he'd be screwed. So I would say Vegito due to, fusion time. But if the fusion dance was infinite, just like the Potara earrings, then I would have to say Gogeta. To answer your second question, what game should you get this year? All right, how about this? How about getting Grand Theft Auto 5, which you have to get. You have to get that video. If you do not get Grand Theft Auto 5, something's wrong with you. Battlefield 4, another perfect shooter that you have to get. Batman, Arkham Origins, great superhero game without a shadow of a doubt. You got WWE 2K14, possibly going to be the best wrestling game ever. Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z, if it comes out this year, definitely that's another game you have to get this year. They got Ratchet & Clank Nexus. They got Saints Row 4, which I don't really recommend getting, but it's gonna be a fun game in and of itself. So you have Dead Rising 3 for the Xbox One, Call of Duty Ghosts. I mean, to a certain extent, that game. But definitely out of all those games, Grand Theft Auto 5 or Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z if it comes out this year. To answer your third question, any animes I can give to you to watch, go watch Yu-Gi-Oh!, go watch Pokemon, go watch Digimon, the entire first, second, and third seasons. Go watch Dragon Ball Z, I always do that. If you want, try to get into Gundam. Gundam's great. Maybe possibly Naruto. Well, what else? There's a few more. Full Metal Jacket's another great one, so you might want to go check that out. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I know that sometimes it might be overwhelming, but those animes are the animes to watch. So to answer your fourth question, if you want me, Paul, and Aaron to get involved, I mean, sure, just let me know, inbox me with information, and I'm pretty sure me and Paul and Aaron are going to jump in there, and we're going to see what's up. So I wouldn't have a problem with that. So I hope you enjoyed the second award that we had, by the way. That was pretty cool. So to answer your fifth question, I can only add you if there's room. So if I can't add you now, then I'm sorry, but there has to be room on my friends list. If there is, I'll add you. To answer your sixth question, what intro should you have for your channel? You can have whatever intro you want, dude. I mean, I'm not, who am I to tell you what to have? I am my own person. So whatever intro you want to have, dude, just whatever it is you want to have it. And to answer your last question, Haupogs. The capture cards are definitely something that you ought to get from Haupog.com. You ought to Google it. They have all the latest stuff that you can actually use, which is pretty cool. So I would definitely recommend doing that. I mean, Haupog, just go to their website, order it, and that's pretty much it. It's simple from there. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Madam Helen. Hey, Alex, I'm back for more fan mail of the week. But before that, you wanted to know names and stuff about. So, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Joe, and I am 22, born November 1st of 1990. Oh, so you're older than me, you ass, huh? 90s kid for life. That, I have to fucking applaud you, my good sir. You are the man. You're born in the 90s. You know exactly how we fucking were back in the 90s. The 90s was the greatest era of life. So anyone on to the question? All right, question number one. If you were or when you turned face, how would you act and how would you change up your lifestyle? Wait, if you were or when you turned face. Oh, you meaning like wrestling. All right, turning face. Oh, well, how would I change my style? All right. Question two. In Battle of Z, if they bring back Creative Fighter, should they let you go past Super Saiyan and even add fusion with another fighter you made? That'd be fucking great, dude. Hell yeah. Question three. What do you think of the idea of Boo still being inside of Oob and then exploding out of him? How would that play out? That's very interesting. I've always wanted that. Question 4. Should they make Ted 2? Question 5. You said you were in a gang, right? Oh, shit. You heard about this? Okay. How did you get out of that group without them wanting you to stay in? That is a long story. I'm going to try my best to sum it up as short as I can here. But question 6. Going back to question 2 of Dragon Ball Z Battle Z, has made a fighter in WWE 2K14. Will you make videos on how to make you Raikon? Sorry if that's how you spell the name wrong. Or any other people. That would be awesome. Alright, so we want like a tutorial. Alright, cool. Question 7. Where in the hell is Star Wars The Force Unleashed 3? Good question. Guess what? They're making Battlefront 3? So that's even better. So, but going on. Question 8. What do you think of the new Black Ops 2 DLC coming out, and what is the best DLC that you've ever played? Question 9. You should make a soundboard of all the funny shit you say. Hell yeah! I really don't know how to do a soundboard like that, but if somebody can do that, that'd be fucking amazing. Final question! If you had the power to only take away one type of cancer, what would it be? Aw, come on, you're going to put me in that situation, Joe. Fucking A. Well, that will do it for me this week. And again, man, both on YouTube and in the ring, you are definitely number one. Later, man, and God bless you. P.S. Fuck you, Heat! Fuck people who use Kid Buu on Raging Blast. Hell yeah, he's fucking quick on that game. You can't even do anything with that fucking character. Fuck you, piece and shit. And not letting me upgrade. Well, you can't upgrade your internet, dude. Honestly, I would say buy another computer. Then you can upgrade from there. But then again, I don't know what kind of computer you have. So thank you, Joe. God bless you. Let's answer your questions by going with the first one. Question number 1. If I were to turn face, how would I act and how would my style be? I mean, I'm waiting to turn face. That would be pretty cool. But right now, I'm having fun as a heel. I would still keep my style. I mean, I'm not changing that for anything. I do have a few things lined up and a few surprises here and there. But definitely, I'm going to keep that under wraps. I don't really want to, say too much, but let's just say when I'm in that ring, man, like I'm telling you, my mindset is just completely different. I mean, I crave for battle, man. It's an experience that I can't explain, man. It's just awesome. So pretty much keep the same style and whatnot. But as of right now, I'm having fun being the bad guys. Yeah. To answer your second question, I think that would be awesome. I mean, why not let you go past Super Saiyan? Because if you're only going to become a Super Saiyan, like, that's it, really? I mean, why can't they allow you to become Super Saiyan 1, 2, or 3, or possibly even 4? Each level you get to create whatever you want to have. That would be fucking amazing for me. I mean, I would love to create a Raikon Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, and 4. And also adjusting their height and whatnot, like how they would be throughout every level. As for the fusion part, I doubt they would do that. I'm pretty sure that they would do that maybe in the far future, but as of right now, absolutely not. They're not going to do that. I would love it, but as of now, they're definitely not going to do that. Not even close. To answer your third question, that's a very interesting thing to do. That is that is such a great thing, because imagine one day Oob was just like holding his brain. He's like, what the fuck's going on? Like his head hurts or whatever. And like throughout this like entire like little, episodic show, they could do like where Oob like just is going through tremendous amount of pain, and then he's having like these visions and all this shit. And then he spits out he spits something out that looks like chewing gum in front of everybody. And then that chewing gum slowly starts to morph and develop. And come to think of it, it's Kid Buu. And it's like Kid Buu reincarnated, except he's a lot more powerful than he was before. So therefore, he's fighting everybody off. He has different attacks, different moves. He starts absorbing people. So that'd be pretty cool. You see Oob versus, Kid Buu. And Kid Buu's just looking at him like, whoa, I came out of you, you're me. That would be awesome. I would love to see that. But would it ever happen? Hell no. I mean, if I was Akira Toriyama, I would make so many freaking episodes and so many movies that it would blow your mind. To answer your fourth question, they are already making Ted 2. What's his name? Wahlberg agreed to it, so they're gonna make a Ted 2. Definitely, I think it's coming out either next year or 2015, one of those 2 years. But Ted 2 is confirmed. So, to answer your fifth question, yes, I was in a gang. To make a long story short, I had a fight to get out of it. I got out in 2007. I didn't want to be a part of it anymore, because to make a long story short, I was a part, and if somebody can pull this up, if somebody can find this article, there's all the proof you need. I was a part of a shooting. There was a gang shooting on a couple of blocks away from where I stay at. It was on Madison Avenue, or Madison Street, where there was like our gang and there was another gang, and there was a lot of confrontation. There was a lot of words exchanged. One of our guys came out of nowhere because we had made a few phone calls, and then people started coming, and their people started coming. So pretty much, a lot of people started making their way to the neighborhoods and whatnot, and people were just going in and out of trash cans looking for weapons. I myself was digging through garbage looking for, something to hit somebody with. I had a glass bottle in my hand. I didn't really give a fuck. If somebody were to approach me, I was going to crack them right then and there. To make a long story short, one of my friends' cousins, he came out of a car with a gun, started shooting all over the place. There was a lady that got hit, and in front of her was her child. She got hit in the leg, thank God she's alive. She got hit trying to break up the fight with all these people. And mind you, there must have been like 200 people on that block alone. Once those shots started firing, everybody ran like together. Like nobody, like at that point, nobody really cared about fighting each other. It was more like running the fuck away, because once those gunshots were fired, all you heard was sirens, you heard police come, you heard FBI. Everybody was out of there. Everybody was just gone in a heartbeat. I ran so fast to my house that it was just unbelievable. I was scared for my life because I thought that I was gonna die. So pretty much the way I got out of it was I told them, a couple of weeks later that I didn't want to be a part of it anymore, and there was some words exchanged, and I was like, you know what? If anybody wants to pop off, we can pop off. One kid wanted to do, the squaring off. He wanted to shoot the one-on-one, so we did that, and I pretty much did what I had to do. He did what he had to do, and from there, I just said, fuck y'all, and I just left. I wasn't going to die for anybody, so that's pretty much my little story, and, that gang is no longer around, I believe. I don't know. I'm not associated with that shit no more, so, I can care less. Most of them are dead anyway, which is the sad part, so... but yeah, that's pretty much that. To answer your sixth question, I will definitely do a tutorial on how to make myself, Raikon, and all these other characters on WWE 2K14 and Battle of Z, so you're just going to have to stay tuned for that one. Let's just see how WWE 2K14 and Battle of Z look in terms of creating your own character, To answer your seventh question, where is The Force Unleashed 3? The company that made the second one pretty much shut down, so... there goes The Force Unleashed 3 out the window, buddy. It looks like we're only going to have the second one. But hey, look on the bright side. We're going to have, Battlefront 3. So to answer your eighth question, what is my favorite Black Ops DLC? It has to be probably one of the Black Ops 1 DLCs. I'm not really entirely sure. It can either be Call of the Dead probably, or maybe it could possibly be Moon. I'm not entirely sure, but definitely I love the new Black Ops 2 DLC, Vengeance. It's really, really good. You just said the next upcoming DLC. I don't know anything about the new DLC coming out in August. Will it be good? Hopefully, because if it's not good, then what's the point of getting it? But definitely this one that came out, Vengeance, is pretty good. So. Question number 9. If somebody made a soundboard of me, that would be awesome. So if anybody out there is listening and you want to make a soundboard of me, go ahead and do it and make a video and show me. I'd fucking love that shit. And to answer your final question, what cancer would I eliminate? I would probably eliminate either heart cancer, brain cancer, or maybe breast cancer. Those would be, I think mostly breast cancer. Breast cancer or brain cancer. One of those two definitely. Just definitely. Those are just terrible, so I really want to, if I had the ability, if I had the power, I would, so. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from MKS Twisted. Hey, Alex, if you got any of my other fan mail, don't read them or do it. It's up to you. Anyways, here's a little bit about myself. My name is Samir Rani. I am 5'4" and 5'14", going on 15 in July 17th. I am a light-skinned black kid. Mom black, dad white. Ooh, look at that. It's a mixture. I live in the Heights in New York, train, and I'm going to do MMA on the weekends. Anyways, here are my questions. Oh, you do MMA at the age of 14? That's pretty cool, man. And you live in Jackson Heights. What the hell. Question 1, what school did you go to? Question 2, is Krillin the strongest human? Question 3, have you watched the first episode of DBZ Absalon? If you did or didn't, you should watch it. It's boss. Question 4, do you think there would be a new DBZ series? Question 5, can you add me on Xbox? Yeah, it's the night. Question 6, are you going to get Dragon Ball Z Battle Z? If you can, on the first day it comes out, don't even do the story mode. Just have a subscriber battle with your subs. That'd be pretty cool. P.S. I love you all. I love all homo. JK, oh my god. P.S. Paul, get a life. P.S.S. I love Chris Dr. Desk. Alright, to answer your first question quickly, I went to Grover Cleveland High School. To answer your second question, is Krillin the strongest human? I think Tien is. I think Tien is the strongest human by far, without a question, so... To answer your third question, I did see Dragon Ball Z Absalon. It's very, very good, except I hate how they take forever to make these episodes. If they're going to keep releasing episodes, keep making the damn shows, don't release one episode every 2 months or whatever, you know what I mean? To answer your fourth question, will there be a new DBZ series? We don't know. There's a new Dragon Ball Z game coming out. Is there a new series? We don't know yet. Maybe, maybe not. It's all up to Akira Toriyama. I would love for there to be a new series. I've been reading a lot of things online. Some people say there is. Some people say it isn't. I'm not buying it until I see a confirmation list, and I'm definitely going to go with that. To answer your fifth question, like I told the other guy, if I have room on my friends list, I would, but if I don't, then I really can't. So, and to answer your last question, don't go into story mode. Just that's what I was planning on doing. But story mode is very important because I really want to see what the hell they're gonna do with story mode. But definitely, I mean, if you guys want to fight me on Battle of Z, let's go. I mean, I'm not afraid to fight any of you. I mean, let's fucking go. We can battle 4-on-4, bitches. Also, since you live in Jackson Heights, how is it like up there? Because I know that environment influence must be big out there, so dude, don't do the wrong thing, all right? That's all I have to say to you right now. If you keep on track and you do what you have to do, you're going to make it far in life. So, thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Donkey Block. What's up, Alex? Big fan. Watched almost all of your playthroughs and other vids, and I have to say that you are the best YouTuber I've subscribed to. You keep in touch with your fans and actually give back to them. I've seen a few start from the bottom and become huge over here. Now it's just waiting for your turn. But anyways, I got some questions for you. Thank you so much, man. I mean, a lot of people do start from the bottom. I started myself. But in terms of all these other YouTubers, when they make it very, very far, they don't really like to talk to their fans. They don't like to communicate. They don't like to do shit. So I am the complete opposite. I have proof of that. Do you want to know where's my proof? I have 33 hours. I have over 33 hours worth of fan mail that I have contributed, along with hundreds of dollars worth of giveaways. That's how much I love you guys. If I didn't like you guys and if I didn't love you guys as much, I wouldn't have spent hundreds of dollars on giveaways and 33 hours of my life doing fan mails. That's how much I give back. And still growing by the day. So let's see. Question number 1. What did you think of the ending of the Fast and Furious 6? Do you think the franchise is going to try hard to become action and stray away from its original racing roots? Absolutely, man. Question 2. Not really a question, but have you ever wondered about future Trunks and the world he lived in? He was a teenager and Gohan was an adult. So if in that world Goku didn't die and killed by the android and continued like the show did, how would the final battle with Cell turn out? Also, that means that Gotenks wouldn't have existed since Trunks was born way before Goten was. Before the Android Saga in Trunks' world, how would have Vegeta play it out? He would have been with Bulma possibly before Frieza Saga, meaning the Saiyan Saga wouldn't have been completely different than how it was. Just wondering, what do you think of that scenario? Question 3. Who would win in a fight? Yamcha or Hercule? Oh my god, you put the two worst characters in fucking Dragon Ball Z history together. Question 4. What game kept you occupied the most when you were a kid? For me, it was Super Mario 64. I can never figure out what to do, so I would always replay every level. Oh my god, yes. Holy shit. Well, that's it for now. Keep up all the hard work, bro. P.S. I was wondering if you wanted to help me with the Easter egg for Buried. Yes, if you want to do it, come play with us, because we're going to do the Easter egg very, very soon. I think we're going to do it on, I think, either later today or tomorrow. So if you see this fan mail, just message me on here. Just in the subject box, just put Easter egg, buried, so I can know. I tried, but I always got into the lobby with people who didn't know what they were doing. F1 Racing and F1 Frenzy List. All right, thank you, man. Like I said, if you want to play, message me. Let's do this. All right, question 1. What did I think of the ending of Fast and Furious 6? It was very, very good. I liked how Jason Statham came out of nowhere, and he was pretty much the one who killed, Hans. So he killed the Asian guy, and he pretty much said, Dominic Toretto, you don't know me, but you're about to. That shit was so epic. I was like, oh shit, what is he gonna do? And he's the brother of Shaw, so that made a lot of sense. He was the brother of Ian Shaw, and I'm pretty sure that he's gonna. Well, he had the necklace. Remember, he had Dominic's necklace. He threw it into the fire, and he said, Dominic, you don't know me, but I know you, and we're gonna have a little chit chat. So I'm pretty sure that Fast and Furious 7 is gonna be even more action. I don't know how they're gonna top the 6th one, but I do believe that you're right. They are moving away from its racing roots. Fast and Furious 1 was just about racing, drug money, hoes, racing, and now this one is like, well, we're going to move away from the racing, and we're going to become a family, and we're going to have barbecues, and we're going to meet The Rock, and we're all going to, take down a plane, and we're all going to do, all these kung fu, martial arts shit on the street, and that's pretty much that. It's like, what the hell? You're not racing as much. Fast and Furious was specifically made to see which one was the fast and which one was the furious. Fast and Furious, racing, fucking racing. So they're definitely moving away from that easy, man. To answer your second question, that would have actually played out very differently. I do believe that if Goku was still alive, I do believe that Trunks would have been either on par with Goku or possibly stronger than Goku. Remember, Trunks lived during a time period of nothing but pain. Cell would have been decimated before he can even get a chance to absorb anybody. I do believe that Cell would result and he would only end up being in his imperfect form during that time period, because if Trunks, Goku, and everybody managed to destroy the androids, Cell would be no more. So that's pretty much that. In terms of other stuff as well, I do believe that if the Majin Buu saga were to incorporate during that time, I do believe that probably the first Super Saiyan 3 would be Super Saiyan Trunks. But I mean, then again, it's really hard to say because Trunks' timeline was so dark and it was so mysterious. And I mean, you're right. Gotenks would not exist because there would be no Goten. And even if there was a Goten, he would be a lot younger than Trunks. But in an essence, I do believe that Vegeta might have been with Bulma still, give or take. But it's really hard to say. I mean, Trunks' world, especially the world that he lived in, was so dark and so gritty that I believe that if it stayed the way it stayed, he would be the strongest one in that realm, in that universe, so to say, because he was always fighting, you know. To answer your third question, oh my God, Yamcha or fucking Hercule. I would have to say freaking Yamcha, because he has the power of like Kamehamehas and Wolf Fang Fist, whereas in Hercule, all he has is this, he doesn't have shit. All he can do is just run away and bitch all the time. That's all he ever fucking does. To answer your last question, what was the one game that kept me occupied? There was more than one, buddy. There was Super Mario 64. There was Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, and San Andreas. What else? There was Ape Escape, which I fucking hated with the passion when I was a kid. Resident Evil 2, I never fucking beat that game until it was like years later. Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Crystal. Oh my fucking God, were those games insane. What else? I mean, there was a lot of games. I'm just trying to think right now what games really captivated me. Spyro 2, I remember, was definitely one that just was a pain in the ass. Sight and Filter for the PS1, that was another game that was just incredibly hard. What else? There had to have been a few more. I mean, there definitely are a few more. Oh, Pokemon Stadium, I did not get that game for the life of me. I mean, every time I would fight gym leaders, like, I didn't have nothing to save it on, so I had to keep going again. Oh my God, repeating levels was a bitch. But if I had to name games, it would be those games, without a doubt. So, but thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Asama6DBZ. Hey Alex, how are you doing? Well, considering the fact that I don't have any beverages next to me and this fucking chair is hurting my ass, I guess I'm doing pretty okay. I mean, how are you doing? Good. I wanted to thank you a lot for those things before my questions, so thank you for not being sexist. A lot of guys where I live are, so it makes me feel good knowing that there are people out there who are not sexist. And now thank you for being you and not being fake towards your fans and owing up to your mistakes and being open about it and who you are. The world needs more people like you in it. I mean, thank you. That really does mean a lot to me. I mean, I guess this is why I don't have that many close friends, because if anybody ever meets me, I keep it real. Like, I keep it scary real, you know? I feel like I said earlier, everybody to some degree is racist, is sexist, in every sense, you know? But I am who I am, and we're all human beings, you know? I don't see you any differently. You know, like, for example, a lot of people often want to look at me and they say, oh, he's a celebrity. Okay, that's fine. You're giving me a title. But am I any different than you? Absolutely not. You're a person. I'm a person. You have eyeballs. I have eyeballs. You know, like, we're all the same people. If you were to run into me on the street, am I going to act like Kanye West and think that I'm the shit? No. I mean, even if I was super mega famous with like 500 million subscribers and 100 billion views, would I look at you people any different than me? No. I am a person. I respect everybody, even if you hate me. If you're watching this and you hate me, that's fine. I don't understand why you dislike me or hate me, but that's completely fine. You know, I still respect people, and I still treat people like people rather than shit. So thank you for the warm comments. That really means a lot to me. All right, question 1. Last time I sent you questions, I don't think you understood one of them completely. I asked, wouldn't there be a law against gods interfering in the universe or of other gods? And what I meant was Bills and Weish can mess with their universe, so as long as they don't full on dictate on the people and they can't mess with other universes. Oh, okay. All right, now I get it. All right, fine, thank you. I was like, what the hell? All right, question 2. Okay, this is a random question, but what would you do if you saw Bills and Weish walking down the street and no one is noticing how strange they look? Question 3. Do you have Super Smash Bros. Brawl? If you do, who is your main character? Question 4. My cousin doesn't consider Dragon Ball Z an anime. Yeah, but she considers this where dance is a vampire-bound anime and it's 12 episodes of sexual bullshit. Oh my god. So yeah, I think you know where I'm going with this. Abso-fucking-lutely I do. Question 5. If you could create a Dragon Ball Z saga including characters, what would you do? I know you've been asked this before, but can you go on with a little bit more detail? Alright, fine. Cool. Question 6. Have you seen Team 4 Stars Vegeta makes Krillin play Slender, The Arrival? If not, go check it out. Tell you. Oh, I actually did see that video, as a matter of fact. Question 7, final question. Can you put out some more Slender videos? Hope you get these and you answer them. If you don't, I understand. And thank you for all the good you do for your fans. Love, Alyssa. P.S. Fuck you, Yamcha! P.S.S. Damn it, Paul, do better Slender. That's true. Paul sucks at Slender. Paul, if you're watching this, you suck. All right. Thank you, Alyssa. To answer your first question, I can see where you're going from. I mean, because if you're gonna be in charge, quote unquote, of a certain universe, you have boundaries. If there's other gods in other universes, you don't want to go off and mess with their shit. So I'm pretty sure that Bills and Weiss have full control of their universe. I mean, so if they wanted to go off and slaughter people, they can do that. Because what Akira Toriyama did was he put balance. He put balance between creation and destruction. Bills being the god of destruction. In order for there to be life, he has to destroy. So that was his job. Weiss was the god of creation. So whatever Bills did, pretty much Weiss can actually go about and just form something or create something from that, pile of rubble. So, would they be dictators on people? I mean, they could do that if they wanted to. Why? Because they're in charge of that universe. I mean, why wouldn't they? I do believe that if Bills and Weiss were to interfere with somebody else's universe, then yeah, there might be a big problem. But I don't see why anybody would do that. That's like saying, hey, listen, Alyssa, I'm going to give you an entire universe for yourself. As long as you don't come in mind, you could do whatever you want in yours. What would you do? It's like you already have all your infinite space. Why would you want to come in mine, So I do believe that they have a boundary, but in the next movie, I do feel like those boundaries will be crossed big time. To answer your second question, what would I do if I saw them walking in the street? Well, number one, I mean, a lot of people are oblivious to the Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods movie. So the first thing I do is I would run up to them and I would start talking to them. Particularly, I'll talk to Weiss more because he seems like a friendly dude. Bills, on the other hand, he looks like an asshole because he looks like if you would walk up to him, he'd be like, oh, get away before I kill you. You know what I mean? Whereas in Weiss, would be like, oh, yes, you want to talk. So I would definitely talk to them. But if they weren't in the talking mood, then the first thing I would do is I would pray to God that they don't blow up the planet because, I mean, if that's what they're there to do, then that's what they're there to do, so. To answer your third question, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, my favorite character is Samus because Paul knows why, and Aaron knows why, Alex knows why, and Sean knows why. Samus is such a great character. I love him because he has such very unique abilities. I can actually do stuff with him that I can't with other characters, so definitely Samus. But if I had to pick somebody other than Samus, it'll definitely be Pikachu. To answer your fourth question, why doesn't she consider Dragon Ball Z an anime? It's an anime. It's proven to be an anime. I mean, what does she consider it? Like, just, I mean, if she thinks it's, I don't know. I mean, it's an anime without a doubt. I mean, I don't see. I mean, I would love to see what she does consider anime. That'd be pretty cool. Like, hey, if you don't think this is anime, what do you consider anime? Like, what, SpongeBob? Like, what the fuck? But I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't think it was an anime either. I thought it was a cartoon. Until I got older, of course, and I had more knowledge. I was like, oh, this is an anime. There's a big difference between animes and cartoons. So, To answer your fifth question, like I said before, I would make a God Saga, and I would include Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, Majin Buu. I would include, well, I don't know about Pan, but if I were to include Pan, I don't want her to be an annoying little asshole like she was in GT, because in GT she kept saying, Grandpa, Grandpa. She didn't do anything but bitch throughout the whole time. Or her and Hercule. Fucking Hercule, too, was another guy who bitched throughout the whole entire series. They made Kibito Kai look really weak in GT, so I would make him look very powerful in my saga. Basically, the God Saga would be Goku and Vegeta with the powers and help of Bills and Whis, along with the other Z fighters, traveling universe to universe to universe to see what's going on and how the other gods are doing and whatever. Not every god has to be evil. I would make it to where like 2 gods are good and all the other 10 are evil. So that includes Bills and Whis. They are the good guys, and there's one more universe that's good, whereas in everybody else is just evil. So their objective and their missions are to go out there and try to stop them and prevent them from carrying on their plans. They don't have to necessarily kill every single one of those gods. They could at least do battles where they convince the gods that what they're doing is wrong and they just need to chill out. Like, for example, like if Goku and Vegeta fused and created Vegeta would beat up a god so badly that the god would be like, all right, you know what, you win, I understand where you're coming from, I'll be good. Whereas there would be other gods as well that they would have to kill because they have no other choice. I would definitely incorporate other levels as well. Super Saiyan 3 Vegito, Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. I would allow Vegeta to go Super Saiyan 3. I would allow Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan God Vegeta. I would allow Majin Buu to possibly try to absorb one of the gods so he could be powerful too. Definitely allow Bills and Whis to probably fuse, but if not, then at least have them have transformations. Gohan, I would definitely do something with him, probably have him make fuse with somebody. So I would actually go way in depth with this. I would have Porunga or Shenron die. One of those two has to die. Because with 2 dragons, comes a lot of great challenge and adversity. So one of those two has to die. I would personally have Goku and Vegeta wish for Shenron to grant them a wish, and right before they make that wish, one of the gods from the other universes comes and kills Shenron right before he makes that wish. So that would be my thing. To answer your 6th question, I have seen it. It was very, very funny. I liked how when he was going around, like the way he was looking for those pages, like the way they did the voice. It was just Team 4-Star is such a great organization, great people. I wish I can get on one of their episodes. That'd be pretty cool. I guess the only way to do that is just to like demand for it. Like, we want UnrealEntGaming on your show. That'd be pretty cool. Like, I would do a voice. And to answer your last question, Mrs. Alyssa, I am definitely gonna do more Slender videos. But I'm not just gonna do Slender, alone, in a sense. But you're gonna see what I mean by that. But thank you so much for your question, Alyssa. It really means a lot to me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. On to the next question, which is from, oh, look at that, it's my boy, Joy. Nice to meet you. I made his thumbnail, by the way, guys. Hi, Alex. I love your videos. I bet you remember me. Yes, I do. Anyway, it's question time. Question 1. Who would the best fusion character with one person from Dragon Ball Z and one more person from any other anime or popular TV style? Oh, okay, so what fusion character would be unique? All right. Question 2. If you lived in any other country in the world, what would it be? Question 3. If you had to write and direct a movie, what type of movie would it be? And what would the storyline be like? Oh, that's a good question. I love that so much. And final question, same as the last question, but a game. Okay. P.S. Thank you for the help you gave me. I appreciate it, and keep doing what you're doing. You're awesome. Thank you, man. To answer your first question, fusion character, I would fuse Vegeta and Gohan. I would fuse Trunks and Goku. I would fuse Majub and perhaps, what else would I fuse? Majub and Kibito Kai, maybe, or something like that. Goku and Naruto fuse, that would be a good one. Who else? Gogeta and Vegito fuse. Vegito and Gotenks fuse, that'd be pretty cool. So more along those lines, like those type of characters, To answer your second question, if I lived in another country, what would it be? I would love to live in Australia. I would love to live in the United Kingdom. I would love to live in... Where else would I like to live? I would love to live in Italy. And I would love to live somewhere nice in South America. To answer your third question, what movie would I make? I would make Freddy vs. Jason 2. I would make a Dragon Ball Z anime movie, of course. What would the storyline be for that? Obviously, following up the last Dragon Ball Z movie. Freddy vs. Jason 2 would follow up with, Jason hunting Freddy, but this time Freddy's so scared that he has to get help. So who does he get help from? He gets help from Michael Myers. He tries to brainwash and control Michael Myers to fight off Jason, but later on down the road, Michael Myers breaks his trance, and he realizes what Freddy's doing to him. Now it's a three-way war. What other movie would I do? I would do a lot. I mean, honestly, Dawn of the Dead 2. Dawn of the Dead 2 would incorporate what would have happened once they got to that little island. If you don't know what I mean, go watch Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 version. It was absolutely amazing. But yeah, definitely movies like that, like AVP 3, Alien vs. Predators 3, where I would have them all battle on a planet. I mean, I would make them go to Earth, but then again, it doesn't seem like legit, you know? And to answer your last question, video games, I would definitely make Manhunt 3. I would definitely make Evil Dead for the next-gen consoles. I would also make a game similar to GTA, Saints Row, and Watch Dogs combined, where it's nothing but open world, you do whatever you want type shit. So yeah, pretty much along those. Oh, also, I would love to do Marvel versus DC, like full on, like Injustice style. That's something for me at least, that would be something I would love to do. So, definitely just that those would be my ideas. But tell me, what would be your ideas? I would love to hear that. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from HRNH Nicholas. That is a weird ass long name. Once again, Alex. Thank you so much for answering my questions last time. It really made my day. It's nice to know that there are good people on the internet, such as yourself, who speak the truth and they think the way they do. Now, on to the questions. Question 1. What do you think is the best portable console? Question 2. Who is your favorite Injustice character? Question 3. Will you do a Let's Play on GTA 5 when it comes out? Question 4. This will probably never happen, but if Piccolo were to fuse with all the Namekians, would be strong enough to defeat Bills? Oh my god. Question 5. Do you think anyone in the pop music industry has a soul? Funny question. Question 6. Who is stronger, Superman or Thor? Superman's only weakness is kryptonite, and he has the power of a god, yet Thor is a god. Question 7. Do you think that there will ever be a game like Injustice, but with Marvel characters? Alright, those are all the questions I have. Thank you for answering my questions. God bless. P.S. Even if you don't put this on your fan mail video, please check out, link right there. It's about the Illuminati / Satanism being involved in the entertainment industry. I believe I know what video you're talking about. I may have seen it before because I've seen like every single Illuminati video possible, but thank you, man. To answer your first question, the best portable device, it's either going to be the PSP Vita or the Wii U. One of those two, definitely. I don't have either or, but just basing and judging what they have going on for each console, just definitely one of those two, because you can do different things with those consoles, excuse me. Particularly, I would have to say the not really. All right, I would have to say the Wii U's better. I'm sorry. I would have to say the Wii U's better because you have Monster Hunters, Assassin's Creed, Black Ops, Dragon Ball Z. You have a whole bunch of stuff on there, so I would have to say the Wii U. But PSP Vita definitely comes in a good hot second, so... to answer your second question, who's my favorite Injustice character, it would have to be the way Sinestro is set up. I like Sinestro because the way he's set up in the game, he's very, very powerful, very quick. So definitely Sinestro because I can actually hit people from like a couple of feet away. Probably a second best character would probably be either Superman or Scorpion, one of those two definitely. To answer your third question, I mean, that's not even a question because I am going to do GTA 5 without a shadow of a doubt when it comes out. So if you want all the latest information and videos on GTA 5, I am the person to be there and to watch because once that game drops, I will be covering everything. To answer your fourth question, if Piccolo fused with all the Namecs, would it be strong enough to defeat Bills? I don't think it would because not all the Namecs are strong. There might be a few in particular that might be, but even if he fused with all the Namecs, I doubt he would be even close to Bills. To answer your fifth question right off the bat, do people in pop music industries have souls? Absolutely not. I don't believe so. They're all sellouts. They're all a bunch of Satanists. They're all a bunch of fucking phonies. Um, I mean, I'm not hating on them or nothing. There's nothing to hate on them. You know, a lot of people often say, "Oh, you're just hating on them." Hell no. I mean, what is there to hate about some of these people? You know, they're fucking moronic. So I would have to say no. I believe that 95 or 97% of them don't have souls. So to answer your sixth question, that is a tough one to answer because Superman at one point, there was a little, book where at least pictures where I saw Superman grab and lift up Thor's hammer and beat the shit out of him with. So then again, between these two, if Kryptonite was not involved, I would have to say Superman. But if Kryptonite was involved, then I would have to say Thor. Thor is a very powerful character. He is a demigod. But I do believe that in a sense he does have a weakness. And I think Superman would probably, explore and just take that to his advantage, so to say. And to answer your last question, do I think that Marvel is ever going to do a game like Injustice? I would personally love that. I've been waiting for that shit forever. If they don't do that, then they're actually missing out on a lot. But personally, for me, are they going to do it? We're just going to have to wait and see. They're doing all these stupid Marvel games, but they're not releasing something similar to that. It's like, I wish they were to do that, because then that would be amazing. Can you imagine some of the fights that? Oh my god, it would be amazing. But definitely, I mean, if they were to do that, it would be an amazing game. But are they going to do it in the next year? Probably not. So, but thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Andy Keller. Hey Alex, I'm here with questions. You didn't answer my questions from last week, but it's okay because I know how you get tons and tons of questions every day. But let's get on with the questions now. Question 1. Who do you think would win in a fight, Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Mystic Gohan, and why? I've made a video about this. I've been asked this so many times. I'm still gonna elaborate though. Question 2. Have you seen Team 4 Star's channel? I'm not even gonna read the rest of the question because I already answered this already. Question 3. If you could have one DBZ attack, what would it be? Kamehameha, you squid. So you would say you'd have the Kamehameha. Okay. Question 4. Is your chair comfortable? Oh, you asshole. Question 5. If CJ, GTA San Andreas, and Nico, GTA 4, got in a war, who do you think would win? Well, those are all my questions for now, but until then, I will laugh as you sit on that chair. Fuck you! But make fun of Paul for me. Tell him to go find a squid and I don't know, do things with it. But let's see what he does. See you later, man. God bless you, man. You're truly an amazing wrestler and you have talent. Thank you so much, man. Fuck you, Squid Yamcha. Fuck you, pal. All right, to answer your first question, it's proven that Ultimate Gohan has more power, but then again, a full-powered Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I mean, people can't really sit there and say that Mystic Gohan can completely win. Super Saiyan 3 Goku would give him a fight. But the reason why I would say Goku would win is because he has willpower. I doubt that even if Gohan was able to just dish out everything and to be enough to put Goku down. But if I had to count this based on power level, I would have to say Gohan because but Gohan cheated. He had to sit there for hours to get his power unlocked, where Goku legitimately trained his ass off to get that power. So for that, I would have to say Goku, but since we're talking regular old Super Saiyan 3 versus Mystic, I would have to say Gohan. To answer your third question, what attack would I have? I would have the Spirit Bomb. I would either have the Spirit Bomb or I would have the Final Flash. But if I didn't have, well, definitely the Spirit Bomb, Kamehameha, or Final Flash. Definitely those three. But if I had to pick right off the bat something that's quick, I would have to say Kamehameha. But if we're talking ultimate-wise, then I would have to say the Spirit Bomb. To answer your fourth question, is my chair comfortable? Absolutely not. And to answer your last question, if CJ and Nico got into a war, I do believe that CJ would win because CJ has more people, number one. CJ has people that are a lot more crazy, sort of say. They're a lot more vicious and a lot more, just psychopathic, sort of say. Like, because the Grove Street gangsters, like, would they really care? They wouldn't really care. They would go into war right then and there, But I mean, Nico has a couple of guys who are just just ready to fight everybody. So but between the two, I would have to say that it would possibly be CJ. Because like I said, CJ has, people that could actually, go there and just they would give their lives for CJ. So I would have to say CJ. But thank you for your questions, man. On to the next question, which is from Lego Block Star Wars. Hey Alex, how you doing? I have some questions for you today, and I hope you answered them okay. Here are the questions. Question 1. Do you have a brother? If not, what would you prefer having, a younger or older brother? Question 2. As a wrestler, do you have some free days to eat whatever you want, or do you always try/need to eat healthy? Question 3. What would you recommend me to what to eat and how often to train, because I started going to the gym? Okay. Question 4. How tall are you? Question 5. Would you make gameplay videos for Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z if you get it? Is that really a question? I mean, come on, nah. Question 6. What program do you use to make your new intro? Question 7. From which part of New York are you from? No, I'm just kidding. I know where you're from. I just want to answer that. Oh, you fucking bastard. Question 8. Do you have any news for the release date of Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z? Question 9. Is there a way I can play Raging Blast 2 with you, because your friend list seems to be full? Well, those are all my questions for today. I hope you can answer them. Also, I watched one of your wrestling videos, the one which you would wrestle a Pokemon trainer or something like that, and I think it's pretty cool. I really hope you make it into the WWE. Keep up the hard work, man, and thanks again. P.S. I hope you are not tired of sitting on that chair already. Oh, God. P.S.S. Let's go. Oh, I'm not saying that fucking chant. Fuck Cena. All right, to answer your first question, I don't have a brother. I don't have any siblings. It's just me. But if I were to have a brother, I would like to have an older brother, because I don't want to. Well, actually, I would want to have a younger brother now that I think about it, because then I get to boss him around or whatever. I could be called the older brother, so to say. But also at the same time, I would like to have an older brother, because then I don't have to really have responsibilities of watching my younger sibling, To answer your second question, yeah, there are days where you can just eat whatever you want, but that's on you. That's your choice. Personally, I do have some of those days where I just eat whatever the fuck I want, which is kind of bad, because I'm supposed to be eating healthy all the time, all the way through, and sometimes I don't follow up to that, which is my mistake. But definitely, if you want to get into training, just you can eat crap food, but just don't eat it like often. Just eat it like once in a blue, To answer your third question, what to eat, I mean, that all depends, because even though you started going to the gym, I can't really tell you what to eat or whatnot. Healthy foods, you should already know what healthy foods are. String beans, pork chops, mashed potatoes is good. I mean, even though a lot of people say it's not, mashed potatoes is actual potatoes that are crushed. I mean, it's fucking good for you. Bread, salad, water, lots and lots of fucking water. That's for one. To answer your fourth question, how tall am I? I am 6'2", so yes. Question number 5, that is an obvious just answer right here, because I will be doing that without a doubt. I will be doing Let's Plays and videos of Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. To answer your 6th question, it was Photoshop and Sony Vegas, just to make that up. We'll just make that clear, actually. Sony Vegas, Photoshop, and After Effects. To answer your 8th question, do I have any release dates? I mean, everybody keeps saying 2014, and every website is saying 2014, but in my opinion, I think it's this year, because it says March 31st, 2014, so it's like that doesn't seem accurate. If it is, it is, but I'm waiting until September until they actually, confirm something, And to answer your 9th and last question, can you play Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast 2 with me? I mean, sure, why not? I mean, I'll play with anybody any given time, as long as there's actual time to, play. But my friends list is full, so once again, I apologize if you can't play with me. But if you do happen to catch me, we can play. I've played with few people on a Raging Blast 2. One guy in particular, he had like a modded session, like a modded lobby. And he was using Vegeta to throw spirit bombs all over the place, which I thought was very, very weird. My capture card didn't want to turn on at that point, but I really do hope that I run into that guy one more time, because the way he was doing shit, I was just like, what the hell? I don't know what he did, but he did it. So, but yeah, thank you for your questions, man. As again, everybody, thank you all for watching this week's episode of Fan Mail of the Week. Once again, I want to apologize if I did not answer your questions. I have to run because I have a lot of shit to do today, including I have to go see Pacific Rim. But before that, I have to just do a lot of things, a lot of errands. I have to run a lot of errands, do a lot of favors. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode, everybody. As always, leave your comments in the comment section below. Fuck, my dog is about to come in my room. Stay out of here, man! Go away! Oh, crap, here he comes. Fuck. Alright, everybody, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all latest news, information, updates. If you guys enjoyed the video, as always, hit it up with a like. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, everybody, if you want, try to send me some video questions in video format. That would be pretty cool. So thank you all for watching, everybody. I'll be seeing you all later. Peace! Come on, come here, man.